I gotta be honest. Like, I've never almost cried my eyes out in this room, but that was close.
That was close.
That was a close one.
I'll see what I can do on the next few.
No, don't do that. I don't have any Kleenex. Wait a second. I do have a handkerchief, so because I knew you were going to be here. What? And I mean that like in the sweetest, kindest way. You had to have been performing a time or two where you look down in the audience, and you probably see people with just tears just streaming. I would imagine. True or false?
Yeah, I mean, it has happened. It's not. It doesn't happen all the time, but it has happened. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or after a show. That it happens a lot after a show, where I'll go out and I'll say hello and sign, and then someone will start crying.
Oh wow!
I always feel.
Wait a second.
Kind of bad. It's not really what I set out to do at all. It's just I like sad songs. So, and I'm doing great these days. That's a funny thing. I played we played a show in L.A. and one of my good friends. He was up in the balcony and he talked to me afterwards and he's like, you know what? I'm up there and you're doing like even sadder versions of your already sad songs, and I'm up there going, this guy's happy right now. He's like totally fine. So yeah, but I just like this stuff.
Are they crying after the shows because they're getting to meet you, or are they crying because that
Oh,
song
I don't
that
know.
you
I don't
wrote?
think that's true. I think no, maybe it is because I am a big deal. No, I think it's
Can't walk the streets without.
and I think alcohol is involved too. That's probably.
I love you, man.
Yeah.
That guy.
We had that last night in Spades. He was having a great time.
Wait a second.
Yeah.
Hold up. There's a story there. Last night was at Mississippi Studios.
Yeah.
Hey, and on the curve of like it was an incredible show, like you were Queen at Live Aid, or like the other scale, you were Spinal Tap at the Puppet Show. Where were you on that scale?
As far as a show?
Yeah, last night.
Oh, I loved it. It was my favorite time playing here so far.
And then there was a guy that was obnoxious and had.
He
a few
just started
sodas.
like about 3/4 of the way through the show. He decided it was time to talk, like for he and I to have a conversation, and so I kind of bit into it for a little bit, and then it just got out of control, and I'm like, I got to start wrangling this back in, because he was fine. He just continued, and everyone was just kind of like doing this.
I've been at a concert where there's that guy,
Yeah.
and it's kind of cute once or twice, but stop.
Yeah. So
sorry
I
that-
wrangled it in.
I'm sorry that Hay did that to you.
No, it's fine. I like it when it happens. It adds to the show.
Sometimes when people are trying to connect, especially with the emotions that you can put forth.
You know what?
from the
I'll take
stage.
that over like a dancer. Like drunk dancer in the front is the worst.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I'm up here, I'm playing these, a slow song, and everyone's like kind of, listening to it, and then we have this.
For those listening on the radio, Greg's
it's just
doing
a
the concert dance.
The Woodstock dance, but it's in the front row of like a seated venue.
The hippie chick Woodstock dancer. Yeah.
And they tailgated, it's obvious that she or he, but it's usually a she, let's be honest. I don't know why that is, but it's always a she, and she tailgated clearly, 6 glasses of wine in, and she's just in another world. And that's happened more than a couple times. And once I very polite, because you have to kind of be diplomatic about how you deal with, because then you don't want to offend people in the audience.
Yeah,
like,
you can't say,
"He was a
"Can you stop
real
dancing?"
jerk." Yeah, I told her to move the dance away from the front of the stage.
People are trying to cry their eyes out up here. Can
Yeah,
you
come on.
A little respect. I Was Gonna Be an Astronaut is the new album. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
That's not an easy thing to do.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was easier because it's an album of reworked material and a cover.
It wasn't actually. I thought it was going to be easier, but it was difficult. It was more difficult than I thought. It was the most difficult actually of any record that I've done. Because I record all my records in my house, and this record I thought I was just going to go open up a few tracks, and because I've been playing these songs live for years, so I thought I was just going to open up a few tracks, record them, and be on my way. But when I record records, I add a lot of tracks. 20, 30, sometimes 40 tracks to a song because I like records that when you listen to them the 20th time you can hear something that you didn't hear before. So that's how I do my records. But on this record I couldn't do that. It was just me and piano or just me and guitar. And it was nerve-wracking because I am a perfectionist, and I thought, well, if I do it again, I'll get a better take because there's nothing to distract me from. And then that happens over and over, and so I had to cut myself off and say, all right, you're done after one more take, no matter what. This is the one you're keeping. And it's funny. I didn't listen to this. When I finished my other records, I usually listen to them 50 to 100 times. Not because I enjoy them, but so I'm checking mixes and I'm checking like production decisions. And this record, when I finished these songs, I didn't listen to them because I couldn't. I knew I was going to find something wrong with it, which I think was probably part of the point of this sort of record. But it was more difficult than my other stuff I've done.
Kind of a fan-based idea, though. I think from what I get,
it was, yeah. I've changed the songs over the years. The song meanings have changed sometimes. Other times the song just naturally slows down over the years when I play it live with just piano or guitar. And so people kept coming up to me after shows and saying, I want a version of how the day sounds the way you did it tonight, recorded. Is that ever going to happen? I kept hearing that over and over and over again. And so I finally decided to do it. And it more than doubled pre-sale of all my other records, so I guess they really did want it.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations.
I was afraid of people hating on me, online, like, oh, lame, just doing old versions of old songs. But it's been very nice.
Sad songs, sadder.
Like Greg Laswell's saddest hits is what it actually ended up being. I didn't have that intention until I finished it. I'm like, oh, man. Someone online tweeted at me that the new Greg Laswell record is the most Greg Laswell thing that Greg Laswell has ever done. I think that was hopefully a compliment.
Yeah, right?
But it could have been an insult, too.
Hey, well, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
On the record, and congratulations on the shows. They're pretty much sold out everywhere you're going. That's a good problem.
Yeah.
I imagine when you're doing what you do. I'm going to get out of the way. I'll let you play some more. Greg Laswell, everybody put your hands together. Thank you so much.
Thank you.